This screencast is on metric conversions. Since we'll be using the metric system in this class, as most of your other science classes will as well, we need to know how to convert from one metric unit to another. Now, since the metric unit or metric system is based on powers of 10, all we have to do is move the decimal. We just have to know which way and how many places. So with our basic measurements, and I'm going to start here with base units. So this would be like meter. That's what this M stands for. L would be liter. G would be grams. We could have others, like there's also a joule. And these are our base units. So notice there are no prefixes before that. It's just a meter. Now, if we go over here and combine that base unit with this prefix, we have a millimeter. All right, so if you just see an M, that is a base unit. If it's mm, that would usually mean millimeter. Or we could go the other way and have a kilometer, or a kilometer, as most people pronounce it. So you've probably seen this before and probably had to go through these metric conversions. I just need to make sure that you can do that. And you may have learned a little mnemonic device to go along with this. The one that I learned was King Henry's daughter bakes delicious chocolate muffins. And if you can remember that, you can remember all of these. So here we have, so a lot of times we can abbreviate this, and kilo we can just write K. Henry or hecto is a little h. Deca I abbreviate as a capital D. Base unit, we'll just put a little b there. And deci, it's little, so it gets a lowercase d. Centi and milli. So this is something that you could write on the top of your paper. That's just kind of a shorthand. All right, so now let's practice. Let's say I have 500 millimeters, and I want to know how many meters that is. So first we need to figure out where this decimal is, and I'm not trying to insult your intelligence, but I've seen students do some very strange things. So if a decimal is not written, it is understood to be right here at the end of the number. So just go ahead and put it there when we're doing these metric conversions. So we're at millimeters, so that means we need to start right here. And we're going to go to meter, just the base unit. Notice it doesn't have two letters, so it is our base unit. And we're going to move 1, 2, 3 places in that direction. That's what we need to do to the decimal. All right, so we're going to move this decimal 1, 2, 3 places in that same direction. The decimal is now at the front of the number, and so it is 0.5 meters. So that's how metric conversions work. I have a little bit of practice, and you can try these. Go ahead and pause this screencast and try these out, and then resume the screencast and I'll tell you the answers. Okay, so for this first one, we're at millimeters and we want to go to decimeters. So we're going to start here at milli, and we're going to move the decimal 1, 2 places in that direction. So 1 and 2. So it is 0.4562. This next one, I have deciliters, and I'm going to centiliters. So I'll start here at deciliters. And so we're going to move the decimal 1, 2, and 3 to centiliters. So 3 places in that direction. So 1, 2, and 3. So it's 673 centiliters. The next one, we've got centigrams, and we're going to grams. So we're going to go to this base unit, and we're starting at centi. 1, 2 in that direction. So 1 and 2. Now there isn't a number here, so I'm just going to put a 0. And I end up with 0.0953 and 2. This last one, we've got hectoliters, and we're going to kiloliters.
So we'll start at hecto and we're moving to kilo, which is one place in that direction. So we are going to move that decimal there. So it's 75.3 and 2. Hopefully this helps.